Probably shouldn't make that motion.
I mean,
The head nod.
I don't hate it.
Dude,
What?
this jacket sucks.
What's that?
I got no pockets.
What are you talking about? I can see one pocket right there in your chest.
I can't go like this.
I'm sure you can.
Where am I supposed to put my hands?
In those little pockets.
Debatable.
Or put them in your pants like a real man.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know what you're contemplating over there.
They're filled up with shit.
The pockets?
Yeah, how does the social web say it? EDC. You got my EDC in there.
I don't even know what that is.
Everyday carry. You don't know what that is,
No.
really? Oh, fuck. You ain't tactical on the internet then.
What? They're pulling out chapsticks and wallets?
It's like everyday carry, like your handguns and knives and matches and like everything you carry.
Who the
every day.
fuck carries matches these days?
I would.
Really?
I mean,
What are you going to burn? You start the Palestine fires or whatever they're called over there?
well, I had for pipe reasons.
You
I
don't
don't
even
know.
have a pipe.
Yeah, I do. It's been on this podcast, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I feel like the fucking crab from Little Mermaid.
I thought you were going to say you felt like you had crabs.
No.
I mean, you did just come back from the land of crabs.
Dude, that's why I'm sick. Sorry. Should have told you.
Yeah,
I
you
got
could have
some-
led with that when I texted you.
Petri dish of the world. Fucking Disney World. Oh, my God.
Yeah. How was that, by the way?
It was crowded. Lines. It wasn't bad, though. I mean, honestly, there's like no rides.
Right. Yeah.
There's like no rides. Like, it's not like Six Flags or Silverwood, you know?
Well, you got to think you probably sit around for 5 hours in one line to get on one thing. What was the average you had of getting on attractions, I guess?
Like,
And it might be different because you have littles, but
like 5 minutes.
really?
And I'll tell you why.
Did you put a little helmet on your kid so you can get that pass?
Yeah. No, more like me. No, they have you can buy Fast Pass.
Or what, $5,000 later?
Pretty much.
No shit.
And then it's like, but the thing is like if you buy a Fast Pass, you don't know what time you're going.
Wait, what?
It just randomly puts you in, like at a time. So
What do they have an app you got to download and it tells you you're
Yeah.
now going on this at this time?
Yeah, so you download it, right? So you download the app, you buy the Fast Pass, but they don't want the lightning or the Fast Pass lane is no more than like 10-minute wait. So you can't have every motherfucker buy a Fast Pass, show up at like 5 o'clock and be like, oh, now we're waiting just as long as the other motherfuckers.
Is it like the HOV lane where you have to have at least two people going at one time?
No, so what they do is they give you an hour to use your Fast Pass. So, but you could get hosed. Like, say you want to go on the Guardians of the Galaxy ride at the Epcot Center. Not a sponsor here, Disney. But that is like the ride to go on. It was a 50-minute wait before the park opened because people have like fucking before the park open passes.
Wait, hold on. I'm oblivious to this. So you got to buy a pass to get ahead of people, but then there's a pass to wait outside.
Yeah, it's like a video game. It's like it's
fucking
basically
racketeer!
It's like they're not dumb. That organization like draws Florida like billions of dollars. That's the only reason Florida exists, in my opinion, is because Disney.
Well, that and old timers trying to sit on the
Disney
beach
can
and pull
move,
their nuts.
like-
Probably why they're down there with the little kids. I'm not saying it, but I'm saying it.
Yeah. Besides, like Miami and the titties don't even pull what Disney pulls. Like,
You don't think so?
not even fucking close. They have a whole city. It's called Orlando. Miami titties do not. I mean, everybody wants to go see titties in Miami, but they don't pull as much money as they're not pulling like $60 billion a year.
Well, I will say the rack on that Minnie Mouse is pretty, buddy.
Like, Disney could start its own country and be like the third most profitable country on the planet. like it's ridiculous. They got their own airport. It's called the Orlando Airport.
right?
It's everything Disney's there as soon as you land. The mayor's making his nut. He's sure happy. You hit the
Well, you can't use little kids and nut in the same place, but I know what you're trying to say.
You hit the tram, but dude, I was all about the doors. So like, yeah, we can get into that whole shit too. Like they have.
I thought we were gonna slow roll this one coming back, but it feels like we're just going in hot. So I'm okay with it.
It's like, all right, so
Gaffer, I'm too light. Look at this.
You're curious.
Someone say bye.
Silverwood should take notes on this too. But basically,
Getting excited. I'm getting hot over here.
let's simplify it for you because you've been to Silverwood.
I am a simpleton.
Right?
Yeah.
You understand it, right? All right. So you show up to Silverwood. You go in when the gates open, and then you rush to you rush to like Timber Tear or whatever the fuck it's called, and the fucking line is like fucking deep. Like, oh my god, I gotta wait for this shit.
Right, but I'm not buying a pass to get in the line.
Yeah, because you don't have to, because the population here isn't like as big. It's like if Silverwood were in Spokane, yeah, it'd be a little bit like hard to
gentrified. You mean?
No, just like just like lanes in general. So how you were saying is like, okay, so like the reason like maybe Guardian of the Galaxy is like a 2 hour. It was a 3 hour wait all day in the regular lane. It's probably because people live there and they just like, oh, it's a Saturday. Hey, you want to go ride like drink a 6-pack and get shit faced in the line and.
So you're saying the reason why those lines are so bad is because
I think it's the locals.
The locals are just being like, hey, we bought the year pass.
There's no fucking way.
We're just gonna go hit one and then be one done.
Yeah,
kind of
there's no fucking way. And you think the app's lying to you? It's not. It's fucking packed. Like it is fucking. From the start to the end, there are fucking people standing in line. I don't know if they're hired by Disney to get you.
To buy more products.
Yeah, my wife did all the fast pass shit. This is all new to me because I was like, I don't do rides, so it didn't bother me at all. Waiting in line, we're like, no, we got fast passes.
Yeah, but you're also talking to the guy who hates lines.
Yeah, me too.
No. That's what I mean. I'm talking to you. I understand where we're at. Yeah.
But so you buy a fast pass, right? So like we'll use Guardian Galaxy is the most popular attraction there. It's a 3 hour wait line. On average, but the fast pass will tell you like, all right, hey, you got your fast pass, you paid extra money, you get to go. You can use your fast pass between 2 and 3
a.m.
No,
oh, I was like, no wonder why.
The park opens at 8, I think. And then it's like you can use your fast pass between 8 and 9 and 10. So it splits you up in an hour. So
just for that certain
just
ride.
for that ride.
Okay.
Otherwise, the fast pass lane would fill up with a bunch of fucking mouth.
That's why I figured it was just racketeer.
No, they have it. Disney has it figured out.
Okay.
Like they know how to get people through.
The airports need to be
get fucking people through.
Paying attention to this.
Only they need to pay attention to it with getting on and off the plane. Like. Get rid of fucking carry-on bags. Like, get rid of that shit.
Whoa.
Get your fucking seat.
Stop right there.
Like, it's just
Stop
a myth.
right there.
You're not losing your luggage. Like.
Well, have you ever lost your luggage?
No, but I would just buy new shit. Like I don't pack that much.
Dude, it's like saying you lose your luggage going to Disneyland, right? And then you have nothing. All right, you're fine with it. And then next thing you know, there's that bearded wonder dude walking around. And all he has is oversized Mickey Mouse shirts, and that's what you're rocking for the next week.
Yeah. Well, how like
then you got all the mouth breathers coming in being like, I love your shirt.
True.
It's awesome.
Because all you fucking carry on douchebags bring is your goddamn laptop. You bring a bunch of fucking snacks. You bring your whole goddamn refrigerator with you, you fat fucks. And then the whole sole purpose that you argue, your whole argument is like, oh, if they lose my luggage, I don't have clothes, which are buyable.
It's happened.
It's America. They are buyable.
Not when you're going out of country.
But you can roll your clothes up. Look at the U.S.
I do, and I bring them on the fucking plane.
Look at the U.S. military. The Marine Corps can pack a week's worth of clothes into a fucking 4x4.
Yeah. You know what they do?
Learn to pack.
They don't check that bag. They bring it on the plane.
That could go in your fanny pack.
Because the plane goes down, America needs to be ready.
No, under your seat's fine. If you want to bring on a backpack, under your seat's fine. I'm talking about the overhead shit. Get rid of that fucking shit.
I don't mind it because I don't.
It's all you old people out there too that need help, and I'm like, no, I ain't helping you. You do not need an overhead bag, you old fuck.
Dude, I go down to Mexico.
Fuck out of here.
I go down to Mexico. I take a week and a half, 10 days clothes in my carry-on. It's right up top, boom, and it's not overpacked. Where I mean, it's right in the
I'll give you that.
29 by 30 or whatever the fuck it is.
But,
it's perfectly done. I don't want to check it. I'm off the plane. And I'm fucking
but
drinking
you have
margaritas.
a plan. You know what you're doing.
Yeah, obviously.
I'm in seat 19. 19's my shit. There's already shit in your shit. You're like,
yeah, and then there's someone has a carry-on above your seat, and you want to fucking
rip
strangle
that
them.
shit out.
Yeah,
Like you
throw that
like,
shit.
How did this fucking happen? Now I have no room for my shit.
All right, we digressed. Anyways, about lines. Here we go. So you get this fast pass, but you have to get called. So it's like a certain amount of people, or like fast pass A21 is in.
No, it just tells you your time.
It just texts you your time.
That's it. So you got
1,000 other people.
So luckily Disney only has like 10 rides throughout the whole fucking 4 parks they have.
Which is crazy.
And people are gonna argue, no, they don't. I'll name you the rides. All right. First park we went to, Magic Kingdom. Okay. We rope dropped, which I learned. I was like, what the fuck do you mean rope drop?
Like speed rope?
Like I thought, like literally when the family was telling me this, the family,
I mean,
I was
they're
like,
part of the mafia.
I thought we were gonna watch pirates get hanged. Like, oh, rope drop, because we're rope dropping the Pirates of the Caribbean. I was like, oh,
I still don't know what this is. Like,
yeah. Right? Well, what do you think it is? Like,
I mean,
I'm telling you. Okay, I'm like,
you
Aaron,
want me to guess?
So I'm knocking on your door. Hey, Aaron, get some sleep tomorrow because we're rope dropping Pirates of the Caribbean. Now you tell me in your mind, what do you think that fucking means?
I'm thinking we're getting to the Pirates of the Caribbean show, and I'm fucking speed roping like the military down into the fucking thing, and like, let's go, baby.
Yeah, I was thinking like, all right.
I wonder why you wanted me to get some sleep.
There must be some pirates early in the morning that rope drop down the fucking.
I mean, porn
ship.
industry would be butt pirates roping, but
And
you know.
And it's like, no. It means you're the first there, so when the rope drops for the line, rope drop, you're there first. You're in the ride. You're going. You're there at the rope drop.
So you got to get up extra early to get your pass.
No,
to
because
line
you
up
only
early.
get into the park at 8 unless you have a fucking get in the park sooner pass.
That's what I mean. Is that what you had to
No,
get?
we had none of that shit. We just beelined it right to Magic Kingdom, right to fucking.
I already have anxiety over this.
We beelined it right to the fucking Pirates of the Caribbean, which is a good ride. And Disney is super smart because like everyone thinks like before the drop you get your photo taken, you know, or during the drop you're like, ah, hey, look at me, hey, fuck you, hey.
Not the rope drop, but you're talking about the ride.
No,
drop.
we're on the ride, right?
Okay.
No one was there. No one gave a fuck about that ride.
So you were the first person there on the rope drop.
Yeah, we made it.
Look
We could have won again. But that's what I learned about my wife is like, no, Joe, it means you're there. Like when they cut the ribbon, you know, like it's like Black Friday when they open the doors and everybody bum rushes in to buy.
Which I hate.
Yeah, that type of shit. So we go and we're on this ride and I'm like, dude, I don't do fucking rides. I hate everything about this. Like this is like the worst trip you can plan for me because I hate crowds, lines, and I don't do roller coasters.
I'm not gonna lie.
Like, I just don't
secretly,
do it.
I was laughing the whole time you were gone because I
like,
knew what like turmoil you were going through. So just so you know, I was thinking about you.
Anxiety through the roof. It wasn't too bad, you know, but you know, it was all right. So we rope dropped
the experience, right? Yeah, come back.
Everybody's like, it's a dark cave. It's like a log ride, right? And it's a dark cave, and you're like, oh shit! And then you see a flash, you're like, oh, that was my picture. It wasn't your picture. Disney's trying to dilate or shrink your eyes so you can't see at night because there's a drop coming, and they don't want you to see it, and it fucking just goes. It just fucking drops, and it was like, holy shit! Which actually wasn't too bad because you can't see it.
It can't be that bad if your boys are on it.
No, but they didn't know about it. Neither did I. And I was like, fuck. And then we go on the log ride with the Prince and the Frog, the Louisiana bitch story. What's that story called?
The Confederate Revelation?
No,
Revolts?
Like she makes like fucking treats down in Louisiana.
Oh,
and
the
shit.
swamp and the toad?
Yeah, that shit.
I don't know.
Where she kisses the frog prince or some shit. But anything,
Frog and the Princess? Is that what it's called?
Hers was a log ride, and
the fly eater.
And her fucking log ride was it was like a drop, dude. I was like, holy shit. One of my nephews got scared on, and he didn't want to go on any more rides after that. But my 4-year-old, he loves it.
Well, half of me has to think that these rides are not that scary because you have a 4-year-old on it. Like, Put it this
But
way.
you know his reaction though. You know how many times we've been to Sacred
he's
Heart
a fucking psychopath.
He
dude.
passes out, right?
Yeah.
He just gives up on life. He's like, fuck it.
He's like a fainting ghost.
So I was with him on Guardians of the Galaxy, and he passed out. Fuck it, I'm done. I'm like, wake up, wake the fuck up. He's like, I'm up, Dad. What are we doing? But I think he passed. It's dark in there. It's like because like you're supposed to be in space, and like he met the height requirements, but yeah, he did all right. But yeah, so that's basically the fast pass. So that's one ride.
Okay,
right? That's two rides actually. It's
two
a long
right,
ride, and apparently they fill up quick. But
so it's what 11 o'clock now, maybe.
Yeah,
and you've gone on two rides.
You can basically plan your whole day. That's how they have it do.
Right.
And other than that, like what else was there? Like we saw a VR video, which was kind of cool. Like the kids finally got to experience a 3D video, and that was actually pretty sweet.
Like in a theater VR video, or
yeah, you just
a
sat
ride
there.
itself.
It was like it was a ride. It was just a video of Daffy Duck trying to do an orchestra stuff, and it was actually just a 3D video. It was kind of pretty cool. And they have like, this is probably where COVID started spreading, is because they have like
the 4D shit
in the seats in front of you. They have air that puffs in your face,
yeah.
and they have water too. Like God knows what it is.
You got kind of fun to watch a porn and a girl squirt, and then just and the fire hose kicks on. You're like, oh, no wonder why some people don't like this.
Yeah, could you imagine renting that theater out and just fucking putting on porn?
It's the fast pass and the what are they called, rope drop, and it's just 30,000 men waiting in line. You're like, all right, where's the kids?
God. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, what else was that there? Like, I guess there was other rides, but I can't remember them.
Well, you were there for like a week, weren't you? You didn't just go one
Well,
day.
there's 4 fucking parks we went. There's 4 parks they have. There's the Magic Kingdom, the Animal Kingdom, the Epcot Center, the Universal Studios, and that's 4. Is there a 5th one?
Well, there's
there's 4 parks.
the stick flying place.
Stick flying?
Yeah,
I don't know about that.
which is on brooms. Come on,
Harry Potter?
there you go.
That's in one of the parks. That's in Universal.
Yeah, I've been to Universal. Universal is cool. I liked Universal, but
They're all like virtual reality type rides.
That's what I mean. Like that's the cool part about it. Seeing
They're
where
not
it's
bad.
at. But
Magic Kingdom has Mount Everest and Avatar. Those are in the safari, I guess. The safari is pretty cool because the animals are open. They can roam around. The ones that can't kill you, but they can all kill you, which is weird. Like the fucking mouth breathing. So the mouth breathing lions are separated by like a fucking crevasse that they can probably jump if they wanted to kill you, but they're so
they do know that cats can swim, right?
They're eating. There's no water. It's just a hole.
It's just a hole.
But they're eating American food, so they're all knocked out like we are. Like this fucking like all the sulfates and shit.
What's it called that they always put on the Chinese places? There's no MSG. There's like no MSG with those tigers.
Yeah, but if you fucking starve those cats, they would hop that fucking shit, kill everybody on that fucking thing.
Dude, I've seen those cats jump up into a tree. Like, come on, get out of here. There's no way. Like, you hang over that edge, you're going down. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they were passed out midday, like kind of thing. The chloroform is strong.
Probably all got chicken disease going on because they were just feeding them raw chicken the whole time.
Yeah, but I mean, it's always cool to see wild animals like that you've never seen before, like a giraffe and hippos and crocodiles and shit.
Which are like the only animals that are safe that everyone can play with. Like, when's the last time you saw a giraffe kill somebody?
Or
Ever?
they would stomp you, like they would probably be like a moose and fucking beat your ass into the ground.
Did you ever see them? They whip their head. They do a little whip and they do a little nay-nay and they just crush you.
Not very many people that live where giraffes live that have Wi-Fi and phones that can send shit.
Well, I mean, it is their dance though, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably where it came from.
I'm pretty sure they're
because they're lion tamers, right? So you got the whip.
Stay the fuck out of the
and then
bush.
Nene is the guy over there trying to train them. Whip and Nene, that's what
it's
that
like
actually
the same
meant.
thing here. Like, more people buy guns here because they're like afraid of a bear attack, and nobody ever thinks about a moose. Like a fucking moose would murder your ass faster than a bear. Like there's like you might have a chance with a bear. Like they'd be like they just walk on by and be like, all right, see you. If you come across a bull moose, like you're fucked.
Yeah, we had a couple in our backyard, dude.
Yeah, you don't fuck. And a
No,
mama
they'll come
moose
right.
with a calf.
Oh yeah, dude, they'll come right through your fence.
They don't give a fuck.
No, hell no.
You just have the good news is you can buy a smaller caliber and more rounds and kill it. Whereas a bear is like, you're just going to piss it off kind of thing. God damn. The hit factor conversation and round capacity that I get into talks to with people when it comes to humans is fucking stupidest shit I've ever heard.
Yeah.
I need 22 rounds for a human. Like, no, you don't. What are you talking about? Like, I understand, like, you're fighting a war, like AR, you're mainly suppressing fire. Like, we're not talking about that. Like, we're talking about like,
there's a reason
if I were to
for certain
shoot
guns.
you with a pellet gun, like if you were to take it, like, if let's say hypothetically you can't die and we can shoot you with every bullet, every caliber, and it would read like, oh, you could die based off of this. A pellet gun would kill you. Like, you're basically a water balloon.
Even to that extent, we know someone who I just saw who's someone of their family member was killed from a pellet gun.
Oh God!
In over in the 206. Yeah. So it's like,
I don't know that. That's the new Idaho code?
No. That's downtown C, baby. That's C-town.
Oh.
206? No.
Yeah.
Hell no. Live there.
I meant like
no.
That's Seattle area?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I just read that 2 days ago, a day ago.
I don't know.
Like, damn, like, are you serious? But so, I mean, anything can kill, right? I mean, there's justifications for why you have certain rifles and certain ammo limits and things like that.
Think of it this way: if you have a balloon floating in the air, what will pop that balloon? Anything that's coming to mind right now is going to pop you too. You're the same. You have
we're just a bubbly mass of fluid.
Yeah. When it comes to like hit capacity, give me like when it comes to humans, give me more fucking rounds rather than hit factor. Give me the little pellet gun that has like 600 rounds versus the 1911 45 with 8 rounds. Give me that fucking thing. I'll fucking all day. And like the reason, like,
that's because you can't aim. But
in my opinion,
I understand.
In my opinion, the reason they have more rounds is because you're suppressing firing more in a firefight than you are like actually, killing people.
I mean, there's a whole history in science between that.
I've never had bullets shot at me, but I guarantee you, it's probably not a good feeling.
No. And if someone's going to fire something at you, I hope they only have 8.
Yeah, and they push air, so I'm sure that obstructs your vision and shit.
Right. Good old Florida. What else do you guys do down there besides cruise around the here's a question, because I got to ask, kind of like the old Denver airport shit. Do you see any Illuminati or random hiding stuff? Because I heard there's like bathrooms and secret doors like hidden in the walls. They're like fake rocks. You can kind of open up and like dip down into the depths of where they keep all the kids for It's a Small World kind of deal, Pizzagate, if you will. Not necessarily that dark, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Not that I saw. I mean, but that's what I was kind of like alluding to like a couple minutes back was like, there are like stage setups areas that have locked doors, one-way doors, like, like Magic Kingdom has one out by their like main pavilion where there's a soundboard up top in the castle, like the little watchtower, but there's a door that you can get into, but God knows what happens if you lean against that door. I don't know. I'm not like that deep into that shit, but you never know. Like it's like you should just always protect yourself at all times, no matter where you're at. Doesn't matter what it is, kind of thing, and your family. Like Jesus, like. So, like, we all know what you're alluding to. Like, yeah, we all know.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just asking a question.
A patter-ass fucking company. We all know it. Like, how they're still running, I don't know. Like, honestly, I don't fucking know. If all this, like, shit's come out about them, like, I don't know how it works.
It's crazy because it just seems like it doesn't matter because...
Okay, I'll give an example because
all right.
I'm thinking in my head, like, people are most of our viewers are probably, like, well in depth. Like, yeah, I'll never go to fucking Disney World. Fuck that. I don't want my butthole fucking plugged.
Well, you say that until the wife's like, "We got the kids. We got to take them. It's a once
there is no
so
wait
it's like, all right, we might lose a child, but it's worth it for the other one. You're right. Yeah.
It was like, I think I got more like worry complaints of taking them to Disney World than Mexico.
Yeah, right.
Who fuck knew?
That's because we know the cartels are real. It's kind of what's going on, Like instead of like this Illuminati, what's kind of creeping around the back that you're just afraid of ghosts.
Okay,
afraid of no ghosts.
Disney, Universal, Monsters Inc., right?
Right.
Never seen it before. Never seen the movie before. I know who's in it, like John Goodman and Billy Crystal and shit, and I get what it's about. Like, they scare children and shit, or try to, because like that's how like they survive, is off their like tears or whatever, But my phone picked up on it. Like, my phone picks up on everything, just like everybody else's phone. And I started getting reels about like Have you heard of like androchrome?
No, or maybe, but I don't know.
So like when you get scared or in fight or flight syndrome, your adrenaline picks up and it produces this hormone or like this chemical called adrenochrome or some shit. It's like ADRE. Like Google it on your little iPad, see what it says. Or chat GPT it. I want you to read it, like adrenochrome. Here, I'll read it.
I don't have chat GPT.
Here, I'll read it.
GPT-9er?
We're coming with facts this season, people. Here,
stop lying right there because that's not even a fact. But no, I get that. Okay. Go ahead.
Go ahead and you can keep talking.
Oh, no. It's more so of like just you're going down there and you're looking at things through a different lens, minus the fun time with the kids and the family, which
I forgot all
is
about
expected.
That. Like, dude, if I've
it just was more overwhelming stimulus, like what's going on, keep the kids.
My eyes were on my kids all like I knew where they were at all the time, and like if it's just natural. It doesn't matter if it's there anywhere else, like an airport or some shit. Like
right.
All right, so adrenochrome, ADRENO chrome. I thought like chrome like had to deal with something with like time because like Chronos. Like shit like that, but it's not. I was
thinking more of like DNA.
Adrenochrome is a chemical compound produced by the oxidation of adrenaline, epinephrine. Okay. So adrenaline, right? In fight or flight mode.
Okay.
Right? So going back to Monsters, Inc., why they scare kids and shit. Well, they harvest their adrenochrome and shit. So how this portrays the real life is they take kids from Disney, or not Disney, we're going to get shut down.
I was going to say, be careful. Like you're messing with some big money here.
So apparently like you take kids and you frighten them.
Whoa, you mean they take kids? Okay.
You frighten them and you harvest their blood when it's frightened. Kind of like when you're trying to have a good cow, you don't want to startle a cow. It's like the opposite. You want to startle.
Yeah, it's like a scary vampire. You got to scare him first, then get the blood.
And then you take it and you inject it in yourself and it like reduces age and shit. Hence where I thought like age.
Oh, okay.
Hence where I thought like
it's like they can cure that now.
Like the chrome meant time. And if you look at like photos of like Lindsay Lohan, for example,
okay,
that popped up 100%. She's on adrenochrome and shit. Like Tom Brady, all those fucking people.
So they're actually doing that.
That's the theory.
So they're going out scaring kids.
That's the theory, because
knocking them over the head, taking their blood.
Because I think if you dive more into like what that chemical can do for you, it like does certain things. So like and then if you look at Monsters Inc., like why, like, and I don't get it, like why would they show the public that if the theory, like the conspiracy theory is like, oh, look what they're doing and they made a movie about it.
Right.
Wouldn't that be like, look what's happening and we're making it,
but they do that shit all the time.
They did with
propaganda. I mean, it's
the boys go to the island.
It's the same thing as they're doing supposedly now with like all the UFO stuff. Like they're introducing TV shows and movies with like more friendly aliens and stuff, because it's the more the masses see it, in a sense, the easier it is on their eyes. So when they see it for real life, or if someone comes out and says, nope, that's a real thing, they're like, oh, well, they've been in tune to it and know it's been going on for a little bit because they've seen it over 4 seasons of Resident Alien with Alan Toyak or whatever his name is, So maybe it's the same concept. And also, with that being said, wouldn't it be kind of like, what the bleep do we know? Couldn't you just take some blood and yell at it and scare it, jump out of a corner and scream real quick and then get the same result? Or does it have to be in the body?
Well, it's probably true because of the guy that did the experiment with water.
That's what I mean.
You're 75% water. Your blood's water.
Yeah, play good music and it fucking, the...
Water's got to be, in my opinion, a living organism, just like the sun and fire and shit.
For sure.
Anything that strives for life and is... Like, water is like the easiest chemical on the planet, compound, but no one can make it. Like, 2 hydrogen, 1 oxygen. Like, good luck making that shit. Like, you can't make that shit, but like you can make meth.
minus our sponsors, Liquid Death. Never mind, not a sponsor, but if they were.
Well, first of all,
sponsor us.
First of all, I want to take
the echo's real.
Yeah, it's not too bad. They claim to be plastic free, but have you ever taken a Coke can and like seen like the videos where like, because Coke can has acid in it.
Well, Coke can
you can't
also
have tin or aluminum against acid.
No,
right?
But the Coke cans and most pop cans is plastic. Exactly. That's what I was gonna say.
So you're telling me?
I can tell you 100% though that the Liquid Death cans are not. For as much as I drink that shit, I can tell you. And
yeah, because they don't
the other thing with that too, with the microplastics,
they don't have
like
acid in it.
obviously it's a big deal. Yes. But here's the reality of it is it ain't going anywhere. We're all fucked. And the microbes that they talk about, like me right now drinking out of this, like it's bare none. You know what I mean? Like it really is. Like, I'm sorry. It's just we're now in tune to like, oh, now there's a problem, and we're around everything that's plastic. Like, that's the problem, not me drinking out of this fucking plastic cup.
I can't remember. Like, did I bring up? It's been a minute.
It has.
And
7 months, son.
Did I bring up like that whole like taint plastic theory?
Yeah. You've brought it a couple times. I know what you're talking about, but yeah, same concept. It's like, it's a problem because of everything, not just one, you know? So if you're going to drink out of a fucking metal cup now for the 2 ounces of water that you drink a day because you're drinking pop anyways, it's not going to fucking save you. Shut up. I don't want to hear you talk about it. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm getting at. It's like, well, I drink out of this metal cup. It's like, how many ounces of water do you drink? Well, like maybe 12. Okay. And then you drink a gallon of pop and Gatorade and all this other shit, but you're doing your part drinking out of this little metal cup. Like, shut up. Like, you know, it's not even on the same playing ground.
Well, it's like, you shouldn't reuse plastic and shit like that. But like, the biggest culprit is how do you do your coffee?
Oh, I'm not a Keurig dude.
Yeah, Keurig is.
We stopped using, like, so when Keurig came out, we bought one, and it was the first time I went to go try to clean it because, you know, we clean our coffee pot probably once a week or so, and I couldn't even clean it. I was like, well, this is crazy. Like, I'd like pull the tubes off the back, and then some of the spots I couldn't even get to, and I'm like, this is not good. And then I was sitting there thinking, like, why does the coffee always taste weird? Because then there's little plastic K-cups, you know. And I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna go back to drip. And then so we had it for maybe 6 months and then stopped using it, give or take, maybe 6 months. I don't know.
Same reason I don't do Tupperware. I don't heat shit up.
See, I still do, but
yeah,
I mean, again, what's one Tupperware thing out of the constant stuff that we use all the time? You know. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that.
I don't know, man. It's probably in the water by now.
It is 100%.
There's so much fucking plastic on the planet.
Well, think of like where you get your body soap out of. Is it made out of wood? No, it's plastic. You know, so you're squeezing that soap onto you every night, and it's so. What about your toothpaste, baby?
I use that defense soap, so I don't know.
It's defending itself.
Yeah.
Right.
It just defends my tears.
Yeah. So I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. Who knows? I don't know, but. All right, well, let's talk to the listeners for a minute. As you can see from behind me, audio people, you're missing out. We got the walls semi-built. We're in the new podcast area. Room is being constructed, as you can tell what's going on. So shortly, the studio will be up. But yeah, no, it's getting there, man. It's looking good. You fucking kick some ass, dude.
Yeah,
looking really good. So, yeah, I've been working on that. We had a little bit of a time off per seasons, winter, moving around, doing some things, but
shit happens.
We didn't go anywhere. We're back.
I mean, you have your own business, so.
Yep, working on that. So, yeah, it's just a matter of time, and then we'll be back cutting eps once a week, and, you know, so just bear with us. I got a little time of still messing around, working on new equipment, new skits, ideas, you name it. So she'll be back in full swing. It's just a matter of getting there and
time that one down.
Yeah, can do. But yeah, so just bear with us is what I'm trying to say.
People are gonna be like, gotta subscribe. Like, these guys are still here.
I know.
Like, yeah.
You're gonna get a little notification. Click the bell. If you click the bell, it'll notify you every time we come on, which you should probably do. Speaking of that, have you looked at Spotify or Spreaker? Spreaker? No. What's it called?
Spreaker.
Is it Spreaker?
Yeah.
And looked at numbers. Like, are they still cruising around? I'm meaning to ask you if you've signed in there at all.
No, I just see the monthly payment.
Yeah, that's what I see too. I was like, I'm going to jump on there.
That's all they give a fuck about.
Yeah.
You guys paying your bill?
Yeah, it's everything.
Yes, I am.
Yeah. No. Well, so with that being said, we have a lot to talk about, whether we do or not. We'll see what happens. But one of the things I know we need to get into, because
the Bears.
Well, I mean, they might come up, is
it break time?
No.
Okay.
I'm just keeping people on the fucking on the chairs, on their toes, trying to see if they're waiting. Like, what's he got to say?
Did my thing turn
But
down?
mainly is our boy is back. He is back.
Who?
Our feared leader of this country. He is back in office, shaking things up, doing crazy things. I'm more worried about you. The ICE is me kicking in that door and stealing your kids. But thankfully, everything is born and raised America style through here. So I'm not too worried, but you never know. They could get the wrong Rodriguez, and, here they are. Or your sons become, two of the best pitchers on the Mariners. So you pick out what you get. I have no idea.
Sure.
But no, he's back in office. He's doing crazy things, which we like to see. And we like to see all the opinions on it too.
Oh God.
Hopefully for everybody, white, red, and blue, it all works out. But you know what I'm going to say. And we can go back to being pretty good about doing things. So we're going to touch on that and see how you felt. How's your 401k looking and all that fun jazz?
Oh, I mean, honestly, I don't look at it, but
that's fair. I wouldn't either.
Like being busy with like everything, I haven't really paid attention to the news, but I do hear a lot of like complaining and crying. Well, actually, honestly, no.
I haven't heard that much this time around. I've heard some small stuff. The biggest one, it seems.
Honestly, I have a theory. Like, you know how I like to do this shit, especially like in sports. Like, I don't think the Democratic Party will be here in 4 years, 8 years. I think they're going to dissolve and come into like some other fucking thing.
Well, I think both parties need to realize that to make this country great and to move forward, they got to stop fucking competing with each other and just work together. Why not? That's what I never understood is why don't you, instead of having like your left and your right, sit here and compete all around the United States doing talks and shit and like, oh, we're better for you and we're better for you and oh, we hate that guy. We like why don't they work together to find a person who maybe is bipartisan,
it's because you have
to try to lead, to actually lead and not just speak on one half's fucking shit.
Do you remember like when we were growing up in the second grade and it was like, teacher, whatever, student day, and you're like, and everybody was like in front of class and they're like, what do you want to be for when you grow up? And everybody's like, I want to be the president or an astronaut or
right.
Duper. Nobody wants to be the fucking president anymore.
No, dude.
Well,
why would you want that
that
job?
Motherfucker don't run shit.
No.
Like, he's like the secretary to people.
I mean,
but the problem is Trump's not a secretary to people.
No, that's the thing is
and
he's
like,
actually doing things, which right or wrong, time will tell. I don't know the answer to that, but at least things are moving forward, I should say.
What are the biggest concerns right now? I would say like non-American concerns, because everything that's going on in America right now is not, in my opinion, not a big fucking deal.
No.
Like
tariffs,
and like
let them. Like, I mean, why would we got to get like why? I feel you.
Like
you have to have a strong stance sometimes.
It makes sense to me. Like if you were playing a video game and you're like, hey, do you want to make your people unfriendly and tax them, or do you want to tax this other country and make your fuck that.
Why are we getting taken care of or taking advantage of the whole time?
Who gives a shit about them?
Go.
Like fuck them. I don't give a fuck about them.
Right.
Like
save and turn it off.
In the same sense as like, oh, we're all here on the same planet, and then you got like those people like, oh, we're here on the same. You should care about them. Like I don't. Like,
well, see, but those are the people that also talk about like the renaming of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. And
I think that was done for like so we could drill again.
But here's the thing.
I'm like, dude, you're the American president. You have an army. Like, just go to any judge or anyone you want and be like, where's your... Just do what Andrew Jackson and all the great presidents before you did and just be like, where's your fucking army? Like George Washington crushed a lot of fucking...
wood teeth and all.
He crushed a lot of fucking people that had great... Like, Shays Rebellion. Like everybody learns about George Washington, like, being like, oh, this great guy. He crushed the fucking...
He was a fucking menace, dude.
Like, no. And same with Andrew Jackson. Like, don't fucking tell me what I can and can't do. Like, here's the thing with America is what I figured out. It's like America, I feel like we view, like, Congress and the elites view it as, like, this is our nut. We're not going to treat our nut the way we treat other countries. Like, we're not going to have a cobalt mine ever in America. They're disgusting. It's horrible. It's fucking horrific.
I think most people think that way, but I think you got to think of the
And
people that are in power are just trying to fatten their wallets and protect their assets. Not all of them.
But that could be a new conspiracy because
that's why there hasn't been such a shakeup in our.
You hear all this shit like, why do we go to other countries? We have all the natural resources in the world, and it's like, well, I was like,
because we're saving them for $25.90.
I tell people a lot of our natural resources are under fucking national parks. Like, we're not going to go drill oil in a fucking national park. Like, it's protected by Teddy Roosevelt type shit.
Yeah.
Like, that goes back to shit.
Wow, we are
And
now.
I think it's because if you throw that out, you throw out Teddy Roosevelt's shit, and you start just ignoring what happened in the past, then it doesn't. Then we don't matter. We don't mean anything.
Right. We're going back on what we said we weren't going to do.
But your other countries out there that have been fucking shit
decimating their
the
fucking land.
Start and just read the Bible. It's just like, well, fuck it. We're coming and taking your shit. Like, fuck you. Like, let's go. Yeah. You can't stop us.
We don't mind desecrating another country. That way we can protect ours.
Exactly.
No, I get that. But that's the thing about this whole, like, and I think most people understand this. I want to think most people are semi-intuitive to what's going on and can look at something. But, like, these false flag mouth breathers are like, oh, we renamed the Gulf of Mexico, and then the next thing out of, like, what they even lead with is, it's such a bad idea. Trump, he's a bigot. He's taking it and naming this, from Mexico. It's like, he didn't name it the Gulf of the United States. He named it the Gulf of America. Joe, where do we live?
America.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking too.
North America is what?
America.
And who else?
Central America.
So North America is Canada, us, Mexico, and 28 other fucking countries.
That's why I was saying, like,
all the way down to fucking Panama. Okay?
The Gulf of the Americas.
Gulf of America. It's not Gulf of the United States, of the continental. And so people are like, oh, Mexico. Like, Mexico is part of America. Like, that's what I don't understand. It's like, what's the big deal?
I feel like if that's your biggest argument in the world, like, and like people focus on that shit, like,
they're missing the point.
You're missing the point. There's a reason that 90% of the country, like, we're not dumb.
No.
Like, 90% of the country doesn't want fucking trans women, aka males.
And we'll be right back. No.
And fucking, it's like, we get it. Like, if you want to go do whatever the fuck you want to do to your own body, go fucking do it. Like, nobody's here going to stop you. In fact, this is the only country you can do it in.
Right, without getting thrown off a fucking train. So
I don't understand, like, where all this hate's coming from. And if it is hate, it's because you're doing it to yourself. Right. That's the whole premise of, like, bullying. Like, we talked about this a long time on the podcast. Like, pro bullying it kept people in fucking check. Like, if you showed up to high school wearing a fucking shithole fucking outfit, you should get your asshole reamed for that. And don't ever show up again like that. Fit into society like the way, like, you're supposed to. Like,
or
I'm sorry.
accept that you want to be the outlier and just go with it. Like,
but don't show it off.
But don't,
like, look at me
condemn
and then
other
cry
people
about it. Like, when other people, like, if I were to walk out there right now, like, wearing something stupid, I would expect hate. It's the same thing where, like, you hear, like, a pro skydiver dies skydiving. Well, fuck, he skydives. It's a risky thing. Like, why are we surprised about this? So that's how I view it, as, like, don't go out there and, like, try to, like, make a big deal out of something based off because you view that you're a woman and you're born a man. Like, just, if you're a woman,
you should never lead with something that you want to choose to do just to see what the reactions are from other people, and then have that in tune, like, shift where you want to be because of said reactions.
Yeah,
if you're gonna fucking do it with it, whatever it is, just be about it and then people will take you for the person that you are and just like, no, they're different. It's not a big deal. It's not, it's like the pro, I just, like, the Karens wanting to be part of something, it's like, why are you advocating for so-and-so when you're out not doing anything? Just because you fucking say, look at me, and they're doing things bad, and then you shut the things off and go about doing your life. It's like, you're not helping the situation. You're not talking to the person, intellectually getting to know them, what their physiology is or was or can be, or why they're going about doing it, understanding, like, the root of the person in itself. You're just looking at it from afar, like the people that look at, Gulf of Mexico to Gulf America. I mean, that's fucking stupid. That's bigotry and all this stuff. It's like, well, hold on here. Like, stop reading the headlines.
I just feel like
go into the story. Stop reading the headlines.
We have problems that aren't, like, really need to be solved.
Absolutely.
Like, and then you look at the other countries. Like, there are two, like, major wars going on right now.
Yeah.
And then you got people, like, that haven't even been around that like are picking sides between Palestine and Israel and shit. And it's like, you don't even know what the fuck's going on over there. Like who, like, just like, I don't understand. Like, just like stay out of it.
Yeah. I mean, ask them like, are you Jewish? No. Okay. What about Muslim? No. Okay. Then what the fuck are you asking my opinion for?
Yeah.
Or like, I have nothing to do with that.
Like,
I don't know.
Why are white people here protesting that shit? Like, who gives a fuck what they do over there? Let them do it. And then Trump wants to go in there and be like, hey, we're going to get everybody out and we're going to clean it up and slowly bring it back. That's a big fucking deal all of a sudden too. Like, okay.
Yeah. And then the other part of it is like, well, they're only doing that because he wants to do something and make money. It's like, do you not understand that anytime you give help as a country, you're going to receive something? Yeah. On the front end or the back end, it's going to happen. So wouldn't you rather know from, say, a higher powers, like if we go in to help you, we want this, compared to being like 20 years down the road, like, oh, that's where that $70 trillion went for lion she-male studies of the Congo. Like, what? Yeah. Like, at least he's fucking telling him what he wants out of it. So
I think the thing is like,
I guess it gives you more room to hate him up front.
We go with it because what are we going to do? It's not
fair point. Yeah, we don't really have a say in it.
It's like we have to go with our government because, like, what are we going to do?
Right.
But the only thing that we have a stance on, because we all know and we're all in the same boat, is the transgender sport thing. Like 90% of the people out there think you're fucking stupid to have that.
It's this.
You're telling me 90% of the people don't think you're fucking stupid sending billions? Yeah, we do. To Ukraine? Yeah. But what are we going to do? Right. We can't do shit about it.
We can get it back. We'll get it back somehow,
Like,
yeah, it's the same concept of like, kind of the same concept anyways, is doing sports, playing sports, and then, you're juiced up. It's like, how is that? That's not fair. They make rules against it because he's outplaying, or she is outplaying the rest of the competition because they are juiced up. And so what they've talked about is, okay, why don't we just make a league where everyone's juicing?
They have done that, yeah.
And so it's like, it's almost the same concept as like transgender, like, especially for a male playing in female sports.
Yeah.
The biology is completely different, and, you're watching people smash records, and ultimately it makes, female sports look like a fucking joke, and if anybody should be upset, it should be, the majority of the females being like, we've worked our ass to be, I'm reaching here, but to come through the last 100 years of getting the right to vote, being outspoken. Now want to be equal in the job force, and we want to get paid the same. We want to show that we are just as significant as a male. Okay, good for you. You've put in the work and done it. And then all of a sudden something's coming in and upending all that fucking hard work. It's like, how do you not want to fucking complain about that? Now, with that being said, make them their own fucking league. Let's go. I would be okay with that. I'd watch that shit. Like, let's see what we're talking about here. I don't know. I think, obviously I don't have the right fucking answer to this, but
it's like the rest of the world looks at us and they're like, you guys are arguing like what sex you are? Like, we're
mind
out here,
you, in other countries,
we don't have
they're filling their fucking pockets full of rocks and letting them step off a bridge.
We don't have water. We don't have food. Like, there's people out there that have to worry about where they're eating. Like, they don't. Like,
first world problems.
They don't have fucking FDA, EPA. They don't have a fucking welfare system looking out for them. They don't have shit.
Right.
And it's like, that's why we're a fucking laughing stock, is because like we made it so far that we worry about like, wait a minute, I want to be a fucking woman now.
You want fish lens, by the way.
Oh shit! It's probably on auto. Like, hey, let's take a little break right here. Let's cut it real quick.
You want to cut into
take a pee-pee.
A commercial?
Yeah.
Right, I don't even know what we have on here anymore, man.
I can edit it too.
All right, let's do one of these. We'll be right back.
Shh. Let's bring the bike up. I'll knock on his door. I didn't call. He said he's at.
Why would you not call business to fucking bring a bike in? What, are you just showing up?
Because it says he's done working.
What are we, fucking Mormons out here? We just showing up randomly? It says no soliciting on the goddamn garage door. What are we doing here?
No, like, ding dong, ding dong.
God, his fucking doorbell sounds like shit.
Hey, I know it does. His garage door, it's opening. Let's go. It's his bike shop. It's open. Oh my God.
God, you just want to walk into the guy's fucking shop? Let him come out first.
Hey! What the fuck? What'd you do to your bike?
Yeah, see, I thought my wife was going to ride it. She tried to eat the
wasn't
tires.
talking to you, sir.
Excuse me?
Okay? Are you willing in profit? Because no.
You think
your
she
wife
is?
How about you go get on a bike, go fuck it up, and then you bring it back to me, and I'll
Just
maybe
because
give
it
you...
looks like she ate my whole savings doesn't mean that I'm not the one with the money, okay?
Hey, don't take your personal problems out on that. You go take your personal problems out on a bike. You bring it back to me, and I'll see what I can do with this fucking thing right here.
Well, if you would open your eyes, you dumb fuck, you could see that these ones have 2 flat tires. So what are we going to do about this?
You see what I'm spinning right now? What is this?
What kind of what?
It's round. It looks like a hammer. Maybe you played some Mario. It's got a hammer.
I am 67
It
years
rhymes
old.
with hammer.
Hammer?
You see what a hammer can do to
Bammer.
a skull? Huh?
Oh, you're threatening
Huh?
me?
No, I'm
Threatening
threatening you.
Please put that hammer in my skull so I don't have to look at this wildebeest of a wife anymore, okay? Anything I buy her, she fucking breaks. I buy her a car, shocks go out. Imagine that. Get a fucking tire. Oh, I gotta get another tire because the fucking bike can't support her fat ass, okay? So, what I need you to do is get me a Hoyer lift on some big ass fucking wheels so I can wheel her ass around the backyard and feed the fucking animals.
You know what?
What?
Harold? Is that with a PH? I can tell you're depressed.
Fuck yeah, I haven't seen my dick in years, let alone I haven't felt it from her in fucking centuries.
I like you, and that fat bitch brings me tons of money. I've been fucking making tons off you.
You know what? I'm coming back to Post Falls Bike Shop every single fucking time.
You know what?
Harold and Bertha never get old. It is a little cold in here. No heats. No heats. Heats yet.
Got to get the roof on so I can get some heat going in this.
Do we have any of those heaters left? Or those all get tossed?
I don't know where the fuck they're at, to be honest. I think there's some out in the shed.
I'll have to bust those bad boys out for next time.
It was nice in here. Then as soon as you showed up, it was like fucking stormy as fuck.
It's probably a sign, dude. Like, ah,
Part the seas! Don't do it. You guys are going to talk about Disney and dick.
well, I mean, they go hand in hand. What do you think about SpaceX finally going out there to save the masternats? They launched yesterday. Yesterday?
I mean, I think if we're running out of fuel, they need to be shut down, to be honest with you.
Well, I want to know how they had to wait 8 months to get up there to save them. You know?
Oh, the astronaut shit?
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything about that.
Oh, yeah.
That was SpaceX?
Yeah, SpaceX and NASA just launched their shop.
To save them?
Their ship last night. Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's fuck. I don't know. I thought they already came back.
Have you seen? No, they've been up there for what, 8 months now, I think?
They're the ones that like got off course.
They went up, I don't remember what happened. They went up to do something on the space station or somewhere on those lines and got up there and their ship had 8 faults out of 26 on booster engines. And so they were supposed to be up there for a few days. Now it's been 8 months and then now they're going up there to get saved and blah, 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 blah. But what's funny is been getting videos from a person who's showing like the astronauts floating around, you know, but then their strings are attached to them and all this stuff. And so that led us down the rabbit hole of the earth is flat kind of deal, which that's just a conspiracy I can't buy into. I don't believe it. But with that being said, we've never been to the moon, which debatable, with all the moon forged footage and everything from NASA always coming back being photoshopped, and then you see the astronauts like, oh, we're in the space station right now, and you can actually see the string, and the guy grabs the string to kind of like go back, and you know it's hair sprayed up, and where you think it's just up, but then the other guy's is like moving around. It's like you can just see like, you know, they're photoshopping this, which
Not hiding it anymore.
no, it's just like, oh, come on. But I mean, I think of it too as like maybe we did go to the moon. It is true, we have been there. But I think it more, maybe we found something on there or something was learned where we don't want to go back and we don't want to come back and say that, no, we're not going back because of this said reason. But yeah, some of the stuff, it just.
Well, isn't China going there?
Supposedly.
They can tell us.
Would they? I don't know. That's the other thing too. It's like.
I mean, how hard is it to go to the fucking moon, people?
I I don't know.
You just launch a fucking rocket.
You would think.
Once you get into one of the hardest parts is getting off the fucking ground.
Well, like I even had the conversation with someone who's a flat earther, and they were saying like, not necessarily a flat earther, but like, you know, giving me all this information on why they think the Earth's flat, and I was like, well, how come no pilot has come out and said it? And then he's like, well, no, there's a couple pilots that have said,
well, the Earth.
there's a reason why this is how this happens. I'm like, okay, but one pilot out of how many people fly planes? I mean, you're talking. There's how many pilots are out there just through the military, private, and commercial? You're
Well,
10,000.
I mean, I could agree with
20,000.
I could agree with the Earth being flat, but like thickness-wise, it's still like probably 20 miles thick. Still, so like my thing is like what I do when I tell people like this is you want me to prove to you that the Earth is flat, and they're like, yeah, and you take a quarter.
Oh, here we go.
Right, that's flat.
Okay.
Right? Do you know this? Have I done this before?
And you spin it?
Yeah. It looks round. They're spinning, right? You can't really, like, you only see one side of the Earth at a time. It looks fucking flat to me when you're fucking out there. I mean, it's round. It's circle, but, you know, there's no depth to it. You know what I'm saying?
Why would all the other planets be round and then this one be flat, though?
They are, like...
And then the other concept would be if that's the case, and if you talk about the ice walls,
I mean,
where's the water go? You know what I mean? The water's going to go somewhere.
If I'm going to agree that the Earth is flat, I'm going to argue that what the fuck planets are you talking about?
Fair point. Fair point. Which leads me all the way back to the moon stuff, and you know, are we actually going to said outer space? Like I believe we've been to outer space, but
I look at it like, you know, if what circumference is an atom, or like what shape is an atom?
Right.
Round, circle, a sphere, because it's being compressed. Everything that's compressed, I guess, like, you know, if you took a basketball versus a fucking square object and you compress it, the basketball should last longer than said square object, right? Maybe not. I don't know. But then again, maybe nothing's like what's compressing stuff in space? Nothing. So it should be expanding, right? So I guess only reason, like, what makes us not expand all the time? Probably because we're spinning. But then I don't know. Other planets spin at different speed. Like, why does Jupiter spin so slow, even though it's big?
All right.
You know, and like, why do
multiple
we
moons?
Like, there's a lot of like whys and whatevs. But the thing is, like, who gives a fuck?
Is it worth arguing
if
about?
It's flat or not? Are you paying your bills next week? Nah, bitch.
Right.
Like, and there's other ways to prove to distrust the government than the fucking Earth being flat and NASA. Like, we get it. So what if we've never been to space? You know what that proves? That there's nothing. There's nothing out there.
Right.
And that means there's nothing that happens after you die and all that shit. That's a horrible thing. So, like, just believe that shit's out there. Like, that you came from stars that exploded. And here we are. We're the only fucking life force.
Star exploding your dad
out of nowhere. And there's this magical being that doesn't look like us, but made everything. And he knows. And it's a he, supposedly.
Right.
And that,
well, it's like the comment of
all knowing and shit.
It's like what Bill Burr said. Like, you look at Jesus in North America, and he's pretty fucking white.
And the people,
and then you look at Jesus close to the equator, and you like, he looks pretty tan. Like, what's going on here?
I don't know. There could have been an ice age back then. He could have been white. Who the fuck knows?
Maybe.
But there are people don't believe Jesus is God, though. He's another prophet.
Right.
Whatever a fucking prophet is.
He's Zeus. That's why they're building the wall.
Yeah. I guess. And Andrew Schultz had a good fucking thing, like, speaking of, like, conspiracies and shit, and, like the other one that goes on is the fucking pyramids. Like, and I just, dude, like, if you have all the time on the fucking planet and billions of fucking slaves, you could build a fucking pyramid. I don't care how much the stones weigh or where they came from. You know?
Right.
When you find an Apache helicopter that was made in 2500 BC, then we'll talk, okay? Like, okay. You know, you find some alien shit.
Right.
Like, you're telling me the aliens, like, even that meant the Pecky shit with the stones and shit they carve. It's like, bro, show me an iPhone. Like, show me something better than a fucking stone or a pyramid. Like, okay, yeah, they're massive, but you had thousands of years to make the fucking thing. That's like, me saying like, Aaron, can I send you out into the woods and I'll give you thousands of years. You send me an email. There's no fucking way. But you could build me a pyramid, I bet.
Right, yeah. Get some mud, some stucco.
Yeah,
Might not be the best looking one, but it'll be a triangle.
And who knows what fucking life was like back then. Like, yeah, the quarry was 170 miles away and they had to drag 70-ton stones, but you don't fucking know like what they had back then to do it. Yeah. They had the fucking Nile. They probably floated it down the river.
I rode them on big alligators.
Rocks don't float, Joe. Fucking carriers float, bro. They figured that shit out. They can figure out how to float a fucking stone. Jesus Christ.
Oh, agreed. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I like poking the bear. You know how it is. Who knows? Who cares?
The more I hear about it, the more I think, like, yeah, maybe the earth is flat. But the thing I say, too, is like, oh, it is flat, but it's square. And then I get fucking, like, shit on. Fuck you. No, it's not. It's not square. It's round. Fine. Fucking round, but I believe it's square if it's flat.
Maybe they'll come back out and they say like the top of Everest and then the 6 tallest mountains. The reasons why they're all jagged is because they used to be square and the Earth was square until something hit it and cracked it down. So now that's why you have those high peaks. You heard it here first. You
know what it is? It's all the people that fell asleep during fucking physics and math class. All the fucking mouth breathers back in the day before social media now have a platform that don't understand science. They're like, look, I can see the ship miles away with the telescope. Yeah, you would have figured that fucking shit out in 7th grade if you would have stayed the fuck awake.
Right?
Stupid ass. Oh, light refracts.
It's going over the horizon right now, but I don't think that's enough to tell.
Look, I'm zooming into the sun. Okay.
Yeah.
And then, like, how much shit's fake on the internet?
Right.
Like, unless you're an official thing. Like, how many people get their news from shorts? Me.
Yeah.
I'm 100%.
I know you are. That and movie titles. All right. Well,
if it's in a short, it's real. It happened.
Well, it's in the name of real, right?
That's why they have it. It's got to be true.
It's got to be true.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we've covered a shit ton. Let's touch on this real quick though, because it's very interesting and it's current.
Uh-oh.
Free agency, NFL. You been following any of this? You seen things getting shooken up across the fucking board?
I mean, yes and no.
Paying attention to your new team?
Yes and no.
So, in other words, no.
What do you want me to say?
I'm just asking if you're paying attention out here.
Well,
you're the one that usually, as soon as something Packer related, you come back. Pat McAfee said this, and then you're calling me and texting me and Marcoing me and all this shit. And then all this shit's been going on in free agency, and I haven't heard a fucking peep from you.
Dude, I don't say shit. Like, I don't know. Honestly, I don't think anything's happened to the Packers, but maybe there has been. I don't think I've ever been like that. It was always.
We got an O-lineman.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Nothing great.
Yeah. But no, I know the Yakima boys coming back to Seattle with Cooper Kupp.
Yep.
I think that's the only biggest thing.
3 or 45. Let's see. DK left. He went off to
Commanders?
No, that
Steelers.
was Steelers. He went off the Steelers. Debo's over at Commanders. The Niners look like shit. They are decimated right now.
Where's McCaffrey going? That's the question, I guess.
Well, they probably can't get anything from him because his Achilles. So,
yeah,
they probably need one more year out of him.
That could just be a little, fake shit that happens, that doesn't happen.
They just sit him out for a year for shits and giggles?
Yeah, might as well. I mean, I've noticed, like, especially in, like, fantasy football, is, like, as soon as a player, like, gets a contract, that's when you should sell said player, especially running back.
I don't know about that, dude. Saquon got me.
Yeah, but how many years did it finally take him to fucking do it?
He got that contract, though. That's what I'm saying.
This year, though, didn't he?
Yeah, and then he went off. He went to the Eagles.
Went off last year. Didn't he get paid this year?
No. He went to the Eagles. Okay, this last year. Let me rephrase. This year. No, so we're in 2025. So 2024, Giants traded him to the Eagles. Eagles paid him, and then they won a Super Bowl. So, I mean, and he went for 2,000 yards plus.
I didn't know they paid him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, highest paying running back at the moment.
I thought that was recent. But.
They're bringing back, actually, what's the word I'm thinking of? They like the running back. If there's a word where you appreciate the running back. I can't think of it right now because I'm too cold in this fucking room. My brain's frozen.
Yeah.
But
everything's freezing.
Anyways, but yeah, no, there's been some moves and some shit going on. I just wonder if you're paying attention.
I don't think anything's happened with Atlanta though. I know of.
I don't know if Cousins is coming back yet. They haven't decided. Like Cousins, Rodgers, Russ.
Rodgers to the Vikings.
That or he goes to Pittsburgh. I mean, I think he have some Pickens and DK Metcalf to throw to. That's pretty
They're ready
good.
to win, yeah.
But the Pittsburgh got rid of Najee Harris. They got Warren still. He was looking pretty good.
Want to know something cool? Like NFL trivia. Do you know how many head coaches the Steelers have had since '69?
I know there's been one there for like last 25 years or two.
Yeah, how many since 1969? Take a guess.
Well, there was Cowher. I don't know what year he came in. I'm assuming 80s.
I don't know.
Tomlin.
Okay.
And then whoever was before Cowher. Cowher? What's his name?
So you can say 3?
Sure.
Yeah, 3 is the answer.
Okay.
Right? That's pretty crazy, right?
I mean, I know 2 of them. So.
Yeah. Can't name the third guy, that fucking guy. But yeah, that's a good organization.
Well, that's almost like saying how many quarterbacks have the Packers had since the mid-90s.
Yeah.
3?
Yeah.
Compared to the Browns, who just had 33?
Do you think Kupp's going to do anything?
Well, he did get a slinger. I mean, he got Sam Darnold thrown to him, so, I mean, that's good.
Do you think Sammy D, finally?
But let's see. They Seattle re-signed Lockett.
They did?
Yeah. So they got Lockett and
Jackson
and Kupp. That's not a bad trio. Our offense and defense look like shit. I don't know really if they've done a free agency. I haven't paid that much attention. I know they need an O-line for sure.
You buying a Kupp jersey?
No. No, it still says Seattle on it, dude.
Why do people buy jerseys? I don't get that shit. That's just me.
I've been looking at it. To be honest with you, I was thinking about this not too long ago.
Sign.
Because for somebody who is a diehard Packers fan, I've had 2 jerseys my whole life. I had a Reggie White jersey, which I can't find, and then I have a Rodgers jersey that was bought for me that I never wear. Because I have a thing about not being authentic jerseys. I think they look like shit.
What's the one that you wear on game day, though? Isn't that Favre?
No, game day I just usually wear a sweatshirt or a t-shirt.
You fucking liar. I've seen the
No. You've never seen me in a fucking jersey.
Maybe it's your wife.
But she's got one. But I hate the fucking, these are authentic, but I got it for $100. It's like, no, you didn't. Some Chinese knockoff bullshit. The sleeves hang down to your fucking forearms. Like, an authentic jersey is authentic cut. And that's the way I look at it. It looks like pro, high school, or college jerseys that are skin tight. They're tight, they're breathable mesh. The shoulders got a little bump in them for the pads, but they're cuffed at the arms, like authentic fucking jerseys. So I was thinking about this, and I started looking into. I'm like, I really want an authentic, old school throwback jersey.
Who are you getting?
Well, I'm gonna go with Bart Starr. They're OG.
Oh, who that is?
The OG quarterback for the Packers.
Oh, because he got your name.
Not the only reason. But it's because it's the OG, dude. He was the man, the myth, the legend. He set the records. He set the tempo on how to be a quarterback and, won the first 2 Super Bowls. So there you go.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But I've been looking at it and but for that authentic throwback jersey, it's like almost $400. It probably is over $400 by the time I can get it. But not everybody makes them. And then people that make them, they're out and like, due to high demands, you're looking at maybe getting it next year. It's a whole shit show, but it's an actual jersey, not just the ones that say, I don't know, what's the Walmart knockoff brand on the inside of the tag, Acta-Gear or some shit.
Starter or something.
Yeah, exactly. Starter. So, but yeah, that'd be my 2 cents. I'd get that.
That's fair. I mean,
because nowadays I feel bad for people that buy jerseys because it's like they get someone like, 3 years, and then that motherfucker gets traded to somewhere else,
That's what the league is selling jerseys. There's selling jersey teams, and there's teams that actually win or try to win. Like, I don't think I don't know. Professional sports is kind of like meh.
Well, think about like back in the 80s and 90s, dude. I mean, even before that too, obviously. Like, you got on a team, you were there for a minimum 6-7 years, usually, unless you're a shit.
Yeah, nobody cares to win professionally. That's why I don't watch basketball anymore. Like,
Yeah,
shit.
fair point. Basketball is a fucking
A fucking shit
smorgasbord
show.
of trades, dude. I don't even know who plays where anymore.
Yeah.
I can't even tell you the last time I watched a professional game.
And the only reason I watch baseball is because I don't know anybody.
Fair point. Neither do I.
I just mute it. I don't give a fuck. Like, yeah. Oh,
Well,
you got a hit.
You and I just went through all of our baseball and football cards and stuff. Did you get all those put away? Or did you give up?
Oh, it's actually going to bring down a pack to open.
Ah.
I should probably go up and get one.
Yeah, we'll save it. Or we can do a short out of it.
A little opening pack. Yeah.
But yeah, did you get all your cards put away, or did you give up?
I gave up.
I knew you would, dude. I told you it took me over a week, and I had cards fucking everywhere, dude.
Yeah, I figured like if I open a pack on a podcast, that'd be ideal, legit. Like those packs are from the '90s, never open. Just all right, let's open it and see what's in here.
Fair point. Like you should.
Do we know this guy?
See, that's the thing though, is
Barry Sanders? Nope.
I can tell you everyone back in the old days and stuff. You know, now, I mean, I guess I can with football too, but baseball and like basketball nowadays,
No fucking
good
idea.
luck, dude. I couldn't tell you shit.
Same. But
Okay, all right.
yeah,
Well, you got anything you want to end on?
get some fucking heat in this bitch. It's fucking freezing.
It is cold, dude. Yeah. Okay.
Is
Okay.
that camera still on?
Yep.
Oh shit! It made it that far.
Oh, that one? Nope. Nope, it's off.
All right. Nah, I ain't got anything.
Cool. All right. Well, we'll
buddy.
call it good. Good run. Good one back. And yeah, stay tuned, peeps. We'll
Welcome back, fans, listeners.
we'll be talking to you. We ain't going nowhere.
We'll
so
be back.
We'll be getting after it. Once the room's all set up, you guys will be
Another 7 months.
popping cherries and having fun. So that's why I like.
Oh, holy shit!
Damn, storm's coming. Storms are brewing.
Hold the tornado.
All right, you better get it before this fucking thing takes off.
Seriously.
All right.
Get the fuck out of here.
I gotta find my music now because now I don't know where it's at. Oh no! There it is.
In a
All right,
minute.
see you, peeps.